Guy walked in the local gun shop last week, and fingers out of the way, iPad as usual, and he had a West German PPK. Yeah, that's the one. Because it's PPKS. Wipe the fingerprints off of it, and it was in great shape. And I started yelling, "Oh, that's worth $500 all day long." Now, having been in a retail business, but we didn't buy things. It was a bike shop. We never bought anything from anybody. And so he didn't like the offer and he left. But he came back and I went there today. And this is unloaded. And but we'll treat it like it's loaded. And they were waiting for me, the owners. And they had it out for $400 for me. They didn't put it on the shelf. And yeah, that's perfect. And like I said, it's made in West Germany. My other one has a 72 stamped on the barrel. I didn't really even look at this one. But relatively speaking, 155. I don't even know if these go in any order. This is a 145. So I guess these are, does that have an S? Yeah, it has an S after the serial number. So I guess this was made in 72. It has a 72 or 70 stamped on it. And this is a lower number, so it's probably made a year or two after, or maybe 10 years, who knows. But, you know, imported by Interarms, and it works. So, when the guy was there last week, I saw this little Smith & Wesson. He brought in a Raven Arms 25, the PPKS, and the Smith & Wesson 60. And this was the one I really wanted. But the guy left with the pistols. And I dreamt of getting this because it doesn't have the stupid thumb lock on, or the key lock on it. It's in perfect condition. This thing groups at 7 yards. Just, it has a really big blade on the front. I had a Ruger SP 101 with a 2¼ inch barrel, and even in single action, that was terrible. The groups on that were just kind of like, you know, if you got a foot dispersal for the group, a 1 foot radius for the grouping at even 5 yards, that was good. But this one, it's, and of course we're empty, right? Just swing that barrel over. Hang on, folks. Watch my pants for a minute. That's the only way of saying you're being unsafe. I did shoot it. I didn't clean it. I just got home. I haven't eaten yet today. I'm so excited. So this just pulls through so smoothly. And in double action, I shot it twice in single action. It's just way too light. My Lyman digital trigger gauge says 2 pounds. My finger says nothing. I don't know. I don't know if that has a minimal pull that'll show. But I mean, there's no movement there. So that's actually scary. If I were ever going to use this in a defensive situation, or once again at the range, it's always going to be in double action. It's just so smooth, and it's so accurate. And that's that. Now, the thing with the PPKS, these things really beat the daylights out of my hand, and this part of my knuckle right here where my fingertip is pointing, because they have a 90-degree angle on them, on the back strap. the PPK, you know, the smaller size PPK, has that wraparound grip. And I shot this over the weekend. Actually, I was carrying it this past week. And this is loaded, but it's unsafe, and we're not going to pull the trigger or anything like that. But this is a pussycat to shoot. This, you don't feel anything. I fired 7 rounds through this, and my hand still hurts. So, but you know, it is an all-steel pistol. What are you going to do? So, did you think that was all I got this week, folks? Nah. Pull this out of my little retention holster. Make sure we're empty. Hang on. I actually had to drive home empty because I was too lazy to reload a mag. Okay, we're empty. So, I went back to Sportsman's Guide and, you know, via the internet, and bought another Smith & Wesson M&P9 full size, 4 1/4 inch, you know, with the rebate, the $50 rebate. The new trigger's on its way. I put a new Apex trigger on the one I got last week. So this isn't bad. It groups fine, but you can definitely, I have a big finger and it doesn't fit in there. So that tip just pokes right into my finger until it gets all the way back. So, but by then I'm angry. And I don't want to shoot in anger. And that's that. So, made in West Germany, PPKS. Made in West Germany, PPKS. Made, this was new in the box. A guy came in. Man walked into a gun shop last fall. And it was in the used case, and they had the box for it. It was marked $300, and this it was made in 1992. It had the receipt. I forget how much it cost back in 1992. The receipt, the test target, the instructions, the cleaning rods, the brushes, all of that. It was just never used. An elderly gentleman brought it in, and he just wanted to sell his guns. So, and the people that own my local shop don't think very much of PPKs. They do sell Walthers, but they don't like PPKs for some reason. So they priced them pretty low. And this was going to be $600, and the owner's wife walked out and said, "Yeah, start paying some bills here." And then the son manages the store, and he said, $400. I said, okay. I mean, how are you going to turn that down? This looks like it's brand new. Ooh, I can call Smith & Wesson and see when that was made. Springfield, Mass. And it says 38 special, so I'm assuming no plus P, but I just want this to look at. Oh, the double action trigger pull. My gauge says 10 pounds. My finger says it's just as smooth as anything. You don't feel that. Let's line that blade up. Oh, the light just changed. Let's line it up with this one. Whatever these, those are twinkle lights on this tree. I was wondering why the dots kept moving. Okay, well, let's line it up with something else. I don't see anything else. But there's just no movement. When you pull this trigger, there's no movement on that pistol. So, beautiful. 'Tis all, folks. Not recent acquisitions, recent acquisitions. Take care.